There's this book. It's called Night of the Living Dead 1990, the version you've never seen, okay? Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH. Welcome to today's video today. First off, guys, I just finished a 60-hour work week, 5/12s, which some of you guys watching this probably work even more than that during the week, but I am bushed. But I have some time off now from work, so I'm going to be working on some fun creative ideas, some I want to do some of those videos I was doing for Friday where I was talking about my experience with the film and how I think the film has changed, or my thoughts on it today. I'm going to do some of those with the Elm Street movies, which I'm super excited about doing. Talking about like the Dream Child and Freddy's Dead and that sort of thing. So I'm going to be working on that over my little break I have coming up. But I was going to try to do a physical media news video the other day, but I was just like, I can't. I ain't got the strength for it. But I'm glad I did because we've got some incredible news to talk about today, but we also going to go over a few things. I'm going to keep this predominantly horror, physical media news related today. So we're going to jump right in it, guys. We're going to look at Arrow's Arrow Video's announcements and see the things that they have. So here's our overview. Let's just kind of take this in for a second, guys. Look at this. Wow. Dressed to Kill, The Terminal Man, Deep Blue Sea, Don't Torture a Duckling, and I apologize about the last one. I gotta go look up. I gotta look at that one closer to get the name of it. But let's see. Let's look first at Deep Blue Sea. This is gonna be a deluxe box set. That artwork, even for Arrow, just doesn't look. I mean, it just doesn't look like an Arrow box set, does it? That artwork is very. It looks like a major studio, just kind of like direct release kind of artwork on the front you would see for like a 4K. But anyway, this is going to be a UK, a US, and a Canadian title. There's a Blu-ray box set, and is this going to be a 4K as well? Let me see. Yeah. So, embracing action, horror, and suspense, and pushing most far as they can go, Rennie Harlan's shark thriller is an adrenaline rush of pure entertainment, all presented in a brand new 4K restoration, approved by the director. So I'm assuming we're going to get some word on special features soon, but as you can see, they did get the license to do a Blu-ray version and a 4K version. And for what it's worth, it's all the new scans. So if you're not a 4K person, you can do that. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not better off, but if I'm okay getting the Blu-ray version if I wanted to save a little bit of money and still get the new restoration. I don't know. My bigger question is, any of you guys out there gonna do that, or any of you guys out there just like, I'd love to get that Deep Blue Sea. I love that movie, and but you know what, I'll get the Blu-ray for that. The Blu-ray be fine if it's the new restoration and everything. That's cool for me. I want to know, is anybody out there okay with doing that, or do you just go straight to the 4K release? Let me know. I'm very interested in that. But I want to say that I'm super happy that Arrow keeps Blu-ray releases going like this big time, because I think, in my opinion, if you're going to say, Christian, what's the best physical media format of all time, I'd have to really write it down on paper to tell you why. But I love Blu-ray. I love 4K so much too, but I really love Blu-ray as well. It's like the vast majority of my collection in total is still majority Blu-ray. But this is the movie I don't know anything about. Play It Cool. Released for the very first time outside of Japan in a brand new high-def transfer. Discover a little seen gem by one of Japan's most highly regarded directors of the 1960s. Guys, I can't tell you anything about this. So anybody watching this, please enlighten me on Play It Cool. It looks like it's from the 60s. This is the UK title, but it is a 4K. So, I mean, if anybody orders this from, you Diabolics or anything, it should play just fine. I've never seen... well, we saw Silent Night be region locked, but Scream Factory, I did see people were tagging me and stuff that they did say it was an accident. I don't think they're going to do anything replacement disc-wise for that, but so this should not be a problem. And I almost thought somebody was joking at first, the UHD Alliance, but like I looked into it. No, there actually is a UHD. There legitimately is a UHD Alliance. I looked it up on Google and I was like, oh my God, like there was a website and everything for it. Anyway, Dressed to Kill, limited edition 4K, one of De Palma's darkest and most controversial suspense thrillers. Witness a neo-Hitchcockian masterwork. It's in stunning 4K. I think I already have this. I don't know if it's 4K. I think I have a Criterion release. It might be Blu-ray, but I know it looks really, really good. So I'll probably pass on this because I'm really happy with that Criterion release I have. But I will say this, guys, if you have not seen Dressed to Kill, I know Arrow's going to do a home run with this, so that is another announcement. This is one we have called The Terminal Man. I know nothing about this. From the director of Get Carter comes a chilling technology thriller starring George Segal as the Terminal Man. Now, Get Carter, that was a... I think Stallone did a remake of that. So, George Segal, let me know, guys. Let me know about this. I don't know. I really don't know much about the Terminal Man. But one of the biggest things I want to talk about on this, I'm very, very, very excited about this. I do wish they would have done kind of like a... God, these comments are insane. Look at All Ripe Z Films. Anyway, I'm very, very excited about this. This is a movie called Don't Torture a Duckling, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to say this. Don't Torture a Duckling is very erotic. It's very much a movie of Fulci throwing... Let me put it to you like this, guys. Has anybody out there seen a movie called The Spotlight? Well, the movie The Spotlight, if you're not familiar, it's a movie about this newspaper, this magazine or this newspaper group, these journalists that are going to cover a story about these priests, Catholic priests, doing, let's just say, not great things in private with kids in mass, confessions, etc., etc. Now, let's just imagine you told that to Lucio Fulci, and he decided he wanted to make a movie about something like that, but put the Fulci twists to it. This is a very, very visceral movie. It's really dark, and as you can see by some of the comments in here, you've got a lot of love for Don't Torture a Duckling. So I'm very, very excited for this. As a matter of fact, I do not own Don't Torture a Duckling at all. I believe I streamed it on Shudder when I first heard about this film, which is from the early 70s. And it was very, very dark. So there's a few shocking images in this. So I do recommend Don't Torture a Duckling. I do recommend this one big time. This will be a pre-order from me. I would have liked the chunky box treatment, but at the same time, you know what? I'm perfectly happy with this. Great artwork on that. So I'm not upset at all. I'm gonna redact that. I'm gonna redact that. I don't need a chunky box for Don't Torture a Duckling. I think what they did right here is perfectly fine. So there's that, guys. So that's what we have from Arrow, and I believe this is March. Yes, this is March. So we've got Dressed to Kill in the UK, The Terminal Man, also UK. Deep Blue Sea, collector's edition in a Blu-ray format and a 4K format. Don't Torture a Duckling, the UK, the US, and Canada. And then Play It Cool as well, UK, US, and Canada. And that is March. So, here's what we're going to get into now, guys. And the most important thing, the most important news. Now, I had heard early last year, early this year, might have been literally 10 or 11 months ago, Michael Felcher was talking about Night of the Living Dead 90 was being worked on Blu-ray. So I remember I talked about it in passing. I didn't necessarily make like a video myself. I just kind of talked about it in passing. Guys, this is exciting. We're getting Night of the Living Dead 1990 on 4K, which is a movie that, I mean, a lot of us are obsessed with that movie. On the other side of that door, where Return of the Living Dead poster is, you guys can see that? There you go. We shine the light on it. All right, there you go. You see the Return of the Living Dead poster? On the other side of that door is, you named it, Night of the Living Dead 1990. Now, this is very, very exciting news. So, there's this book. It's called Night of the Living Dead 1990, the version you've never seen, okay? Now, this book has a bunch of storyboards from Tom Savini himself talking about what they wanted to do in the movie, special effects-wise. Look at this. Now, I flipped through this book when I got it, and you'll see these scenes, certain scenes, and some stuff not at all, that are in this that you can say to yourself, wow, I remember that scene, but I didn't see that. I didn't see that in there. I didn't see this in there. Well, let's go to Dawn of the Discs, my old pal Dawn of the Discs. So this is exciting. Now, Dawn of the Discs has reported this. Night of the Creeps coming to 4K from Scream Factory. More info to be announced. I'm hoping this will be in Scream Factory's next title announcements. This is a title I just think you can't talk about it without making it just puts a smile on literally every one of our faces. I dare say that Night of the Creeps is probably top 5, at least top 10 horror comedies of all time. I think Texas Chainsaw 2 and Return of the Living Dead are in that top 10. I think Evil Dead 2 is in there. I think Night of the Creeps is in there. I think a lot of you guys would agree. Hopefully they have some cool stuff with this. I have grown to love that poster for this movie because you guys know there was like 4 posters for Night of the Creeps. There's the hand, the zombie hand busting through the window to grab the door handle. There is the one of the zombie guy against like a blue backdrop. There is, I think, some other one that I just can't think of right now. And then there's this one as we're seeing right now. And I love this poster, has grown on me the most with all the, you know, the zombies on the front lawn of the fraternity, the sorority. I can't remember if I think it's the sorority house. But anyway, that's exciting. Hopefully we get news on that soon. Anyway, I'm going to ramble. Apparently They is getting a 4K. I don't think anybody cares about They, but I could be wrong. But it's coming to 2025. And apparently so is Ghost Ship, which I will be passing on. I do like this movie. But I think I'll pass on that. All right, guys. So Night of the Living Dead 1990. Here we go. Dawn of the Discs reported this. Looks like we're getting a new cut and physical release of Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead 1990 in the future. So here's a quote we're going to read. Okay, a lot of people have heard that a new release of Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead was being worked on. Work on special features for it started back in 2022. Well, Tom was at a convention recently and he talked about it. Sounds like Sony is doing a director's cut of it. He said that it will be uncut and restored with a new opening going from black and white to color. Savini states that the movie used to be about 30% of what he envisioned it, but now it's going to be more like 60%. He talked about it in this video. Check it out. It's a good watch. Greg Nicotero is there too, answering questions. Tom talks about this news at around the 19-minute mark. With this news, it looks like we have something cool to look forward to in the new year via Living Dead Weekend. So I did, and that's... I'm going to X out of this real quick, guys. I did listen to that, and it does sound exciting. So hopefully a lot of the stuff, or at least some stuff from this book, which has a lot of sequences, extended sequences, gore stuff, is going to be featured back in the movie. And I'd love to try to go, as I watch the movie, I'd love to go through this book and start to circle some of the stuff that was brought back into this cut. It is, I am not necessarily excited, but I'm going to tell you why I'm happy that this is going to be, I'm hopefully going to be happy this is coming straight from the studio, because to me, this is like bigger and cooler than any sort of box or additive you can think of. To see this movie in a new way like this is to me incredible. And I'm hoping this is going to keep the cost of it down. Like, it's a studio release. That's fine. Sony probably sold a lot of Blu-rays for the remake when Sony released it. So that's very exciting. Obviously, I don't know when this is coming out yet, but it sounds like they're in the editing process of it right now. So maybe it'll come out mid quarter of 2025, you know, mid second quarter, somewhere around spring, summertime. Let's hope, because it's the fact that they're working on special features since 2022, and Michael Felcher has openly said he is exciting. So it sounds like it's gonna be a great release. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the history about that uncut version, this shows all the stuff he was gonna do. So there it is, guys. That's the news. Obviously, nothing is more exciting to me than the Night of the Living Dead news. But let me know your thoughts on everything, guys, and we'll keep it right there. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Happy holidays, and you'll see me very, very soon. Take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.